What is going on, SMT Nation? It's your boy, the SMT. Thanks for tuning in to watch this edition of the channel. Today, we're looking at an Open Signal June 2020 report on the current status of 5G networks across the nation. For those of you that are not aware of Open Signal, they are a testing firm, independent, I guess we'll call them data collectors, and what they do is they connect to, I guess essentially like billions of measures that are taken and data points and collection of data. They use 2.4 million active devices for studies such as this, and what they did was they did a full network report on 5G here in the US amongst the wireless telecoms. So they just released this report this morning, and let's go ahead and let's take a look at it. So I've downloaded each of the images from the report so we could take a look at it, and here's what we found. We have the award for fastest download speeds in 5G going to Verizon at 495 megabits per second. Now, in and of itself, I don't actually think that's very impressive. And the reason I say that is because Verizon utilizes a millimeter wave technology for its 5G connections. Because of that, the speeds should be very, very fast. And in my experience, in my testing, I've tested in Columbus, I've tested in Cleveland, in Ohio, and at 495 megabits per second, that's not my experience. I don't see that. I see it much faster. Typically, average download speeds would probably be closer to about a gigabit in speed, 700, 800, 900 megabits per second. So I'm not sure, how they collected all their data and how that turned out for them. Obviously, they probably tested dozens of locations, because Verizon does have this technology in over 30 markets. So that being said, that was the metric there. For the best coverage and reliability metric, T-Mobile took the award there. For those of you aware of T-Mobile's approach to 5G, it is a low-band approach up to this point. I know they have the merger where they're now going to be focusing their efforts on mid-band, but up until now it has really been a low-band approach. There's 600 megahertz spectrum, which has great coverage and propagation working indoors. The measure for their mean download speed in 5G was 49.2 megabits per second, which, for those of you that are aware, that the average LTE download speed in the US is about 45 megabits per second. So there's no tangible upgrade or generational change between what T-Mobile's doing with their 5G download speeds and LTE speeds. So that's why a lot of people aren't really too thrilled or excited about what T-Mobile has done with low-band 5G, but they do have the best coverage and reliability according to Open Signal. So Verizon takes the fastest download speeds, and then best coverage and reliability goes to T-Mobile, and then download speed experience, a tie between Verizon and AT&T in that metric. So some other things that I found interesting: T-Mobile users connect to 5G 22.5% of the time, which does take the cake in that metric. No other carrier as close as that. AT&T, I believe, came in at 10.3%. Sprint came in at 14.1%, which is great. And then Verizon, 0.4%. So clearly, every 5G approach has a strength and a weakness, and each carrier kind of showing, highlighting their technology's strengths, pros and cons type of deal. But to be honest with you guys, until DSS is active and national and out of testing and trials, this is how things are going to be. 5G is going to be limited. It could be regional in some cases, and even in some instances, city-based, like what we saw with Sprint, and then block-based, which is what we see with Verizon and other millimeter wave connections. So this is the report. That's the first metric I could share with you guys. Here's the one on download speed experience. And you could see, I don't know, they say Verizon and AT&T are tied. Whatever the range metric is there. Here is the one on 5G download speed. You can see Verizon very far ahead with their millimeter wave. And I also think that possibly the AT&T, I think that's just their low band. I don't think it includes their millimeter wave. And then 5G availability, there you could see T-Mobile way ahead of the rest due to their approach, which is, low band. So you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. Let me know if you were kind of expecting this. Are you surprised in any way? Let me know your take and your conclusions from this data and this report. Love to hear what you guys have to say, so drop me that line in the comment section, and let's get it popping there in the comment section down there. So I do want to give some shout-outs, though. I do want to thank Michael L., Jacob B., Matt Dub, Ryan C., Henry P., MT Houston, Texas for the recent PayPal donations. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for supporting the channel's productions. Also, a formal welcome to Tony D., Giovanni, Henry P., to the Patreon community. If you guys are interested in becoming members of the Patreon, there's a link in the description box for that. Also, a link to the Twitter handle and the Megadon.net invite code is also down in the description box as well. Again, thank you guys for being here to watch. If you want to do me a solid, you can like this video, share it to your favorite socials. Consider subscribing. Maybe if it's your first time here, activate the bell notification icon so you never miss an upload from the SMT. And if you are a new one, if you are a real one, go ahead and hashtag open signal. Hashtag open signal. I do appreciate these reports as it gives us insight on network performances amongst the wireless carriers. That's pretty much it for this one. Thank you guys again for watching. I hope you do have a great rest of the day. I might do some network testing, so keep it locked, keep it tuned to the SMT channel. I might do a live stream where I test some of these networks. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Anyways, have a great rest of the day. I am the SMT, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.